Okay, so let's continue with the practical approach of the union. I have made one program that is of union, but I think you are not able to see this one. Oh, that program is not there. So I have to write again the program. My program is write a program to find the size of the union and the number of bytes reserved for it. That is how many bytes are taken by the union as an example, and how we are able to get the number of bytes reserved and how many bytes are reserved for this one. That is how many bytes are used, or what is the size of the union that is available in the computer system, that is available in the C language. So this is hash include. Let's see by opening. Okay, maybe .cpp. Maybe .cpp is there. I have to write another program. This is a union. There is a union. Yeah, this is a program. I have already made this program. So this is a hash include stdi.h conio.h, right? Then there is a void main. Are you able to see all of them? Okay, so this is a union that is declared that has a union name as a result, that has a one data type that has a yes. Which one? Okay. So sorry. This is result. Then there is a variable that is a mark that is of integer type. There is a grade that is ABCD that is of character type. Then the union will be closed by using the semicolon. Now I have declared the structure also, that the structure name is res. Then declare the variable age that is of integer type, name that has a 15 characters from 0 to 14 that has a character type. Then I have declared the union inside the structure, that is union result. So this is the result. I have declared one variable of the result union, that is a pref. So pref is the variable of the result union, that is a union result has a variable that is a pref. This is the data, that is a variable of the structure. Why? How I know this is the variable of the structure? Because it is used before the semicolon of the structure. So this is the variable of the structure. Now I have to use the clear screen over here. Clear screen for clearing the screen. That uses the printf for simply printing the number of bytes that is used. For example, the size of union. Now first of all I have to declare the size of union. For example, I'm using percentage %d. This is also I'm using the next line, that is /n, that is this one, and then simply prints or uses size of, that is size of operator is used. Then uses the data. Why data? Because data is a part of the or variable of the structure. So data dot pref, perf. I've used pref, so I've used pref. Then there is a semicolon. Again I'm using printf double quote /n, that is size of structure. Then there is a semicolon. Then there is a percentage %d. Then this is size of Then there is a data, simply data. Why? Because now I have to print the size of the structure. So only data is used. Now there is a closing braces. Now there is a get ch for printing the output. Now this is the closing of the void main. Now if I compile this code, there is a success, there is no error. If I execute this code, this prints the size of union is 2 and the size of structure is 19. Now let's see what is the size. Why it takes 2? Because int is a maximum value, or int is a maximum data type that has a int that has a 2 bytes. And why it is taken as 19? Why? Because this is 15, this is 2. So this is 15 plus 2 is 17, plus 2 is used for the union. Why? Because union takes 2. So this is 2, this is 15, this is 2. 15 plus 2, 17 plus 2, 19. Now if I change this one, if I add float to this one, simply float, suppose I have declared one variable, suppose sum, float sum. Now let's see what is the output, what is the different output. Now union has a variable structure, that is union takes the structure, union has a value 4. Why 4? Because float takes 4 value, this is the maximum value. So now this takes the 4, this is the 15, 15 plus 4, 19, 19 plus 2 is 21, right? Now if I use, in place of float, if I use double, now let's see what is the output. Size of the union is 8, as I told you, double take 8 bytes. Now the size of the structure is 25. Why? Because this is 15, this is 8. 15 plus 8 is 23. 23 plus 2 is 25. That's why the output is 25. And the size of the structure union is 8. Why? Because union takes maximum size, that is the 8. This is the 8. And structure takes the combination of all the sizes, that is 2 plus 50, 2 plus 15 plus 8. That is your 25. Awesome. This program is clear to you? Okay. Now let's move to the next part. This says union of structure. The same program which I told you, just as one structure can be nested within another. That is, as we done one structure is used within the another structure, a union can also be nested within another union. That is, we can also nest the union. That is, we can also use one union up inside the another union, right? Not only that, there can be a union in a structure. As I shown you with the help of the program, that is how union will be stored as a, or how union will be stored in a structure, or a structure in a union. That is, there is a vice versa. Either we can store the union in a structure or structure in a union. These are the various examples. How we are using the structures, or how we are using the nested structure or union within the structure or within the union. This is the hash include. These are the structures. That is structure A, that is struct A. First variable that is declared is int I, then char c2. So it takes two characters or 2 bytes, that is 0 and 1, and int I means I takes 2 bytes. So this is structure that will be closed over here. Now this is structure B. So this is struct B. Then this is a variable that is int j, then char d2. So it takes 2 bytes, 0 and 1, and there will be a semicolon. Then union z. This is the union z. Then there is a structure A key. That is, we have defined the variable of the structure A into the union, that is a z. Now we have defined the structure B, that is the struct B, and the variable name is data. This is the definition of the union. Then union z stage. So this is the variable of the union. Now uses the variable of union, that is stage. So stage dot key dot I, that is equals to the 512. So this is using the strange dot key dot I, that is dot operator is used for taking the values, that is stage dot key dot I, that has a value 512. and strange.data.d0, that has a value 0. Now strange.data d1, that has a value 32. Why this is 512? This is the by default value that is taken by the user, or that is taken by the system. This is 0, that is at the d0 it is 0, at d1 it is 32. Now print the values of this one. That is, first of all, print the value of key.I, then data.j. This is data, that is this one dot j. Then key.ci c0. So this is key. This is a structure variable dot key 0 c0. In the same way, data.d0 key.c1 data.d1. So this is 512. This is 512. This is 00 and key.c1. This is the key. This is the c1. That takes different value, that is a 32. So this says, just as we do with the nested structure, we can also access the elements of the union in the program with the dot operator twice. That is this one. This is the example how to use the dot operator twice to access the elements of the union or elements of structure. Now the next part is utility of the union. That is, what is the usage of the union? The main utility of the union is that whenever we wish to store the information about an employee in an organization, so that information will be stored by using a user defined data type, that is, for example, union. This is the example of this one. This is this one. Since this is a dissimilar information, we can gather it together in a structure as shown below. So this is the example. This is the information about a person, about an employee. There is a dissimilar information, so that will be cluttered together, that will be grouped together either using a structure or either using a union. So this is the example, that is struct employee. These are the various different categories of the information about an employee. So this is the main utility. That is, whenever we have to gather the different information or different parts of information for different for a single object, that is, employee is a single object, and we have to use this into different parts. So that will be program. Also, this is the utility of the union. That is, whenever we have to gather the information about a single object, different information, so we use the union, right? Now this is the example. These are the different examples that we have to study. Now last topic is your volatile quantifier. That is, what is a volatile qualifier? This is when we define the variable in a function, then the compiler may optimize the code that uses the variable. That is, the compiler may compile the code in a manner that will run in the most efficient way possible. The compiler achieves this by using the CPU register to store the variable rather than by using the stack. That is, whenever there is a need for the storing into the memory, so there is a requirement of the CPU register to store in the memory instead of using the stack. So if we declare the variable as a volatile, it serves as a warning to the compiler that it should not optimize the code containing the variable. That is, the main advantage is that the volatile quantifier is used to define the variable as a volatile to optimize the code, that is, to make the code understandable and readable, and how it will be used. So in simple terms, volatile quantifier is used for storing the variable in the register rather than the stack, rather than in the memory. So this is the main concept. So this is not in use basically, but you have to understand that compiler stores the volatile variable into the register, not into the stack. This is a declaration of the volatile variable. This is volatile int j, right? This is another example. This is volatile float temperature. Another place where we may want to declare a variable as a volatile when a variable is not within the control of the program. This is another situation. That is, whenever there is a uncontrollable condition, in that also we are using the volatile quantifier or qualifier. So this summary I will be take this summary I will take in the next class, that is tomorrow's class, so that other students who are not attended the today's class, that will be cope up with this summary with these points. So let's stop over here only 5 minutes earlier, because there are only one student, or there is only one student available, that is all lesson. So that's all for today's session. Thank you so much everyone. We will meet tomorrow. Yes, pardon. Yeah, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, that I will. Yeah, yeah, I understand, but the main thing is that my system has been changed. So I have to see another system, that is my before system, so that I will check whether that is available in the documents or pen drive in anything. If I am getting that one, I will share with you definitely. No issues. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye.